From very early on, I can feel that I actually did not love myself. What I didn't know then is that learning to love myself wasn't an external thing. It was always in my mind, baby. I did all the things to learn to love myself, and mostly that was seeking external validation, chasing men, bettering my appearance, going to therapy, which I do recommend, self-care routines. Nothing worked because internally, I still deeply didn't believe that I was lovable. My identity at my core was of a woman who was unlovable. And my reality, my experiences with men just continue to confirm that. What I didn't know then, I'm so happy I know it now, is that once I stopped seeing and thinking and repeating, I need to work on self-love, I'm on a self-love journey, love myself, why don't I love myself? When I stopped that inner self-talk and switched it to being a woman who actually loves herself, everything externally started to reflect that. So who do you want to be? For a while, I identified as the woman who needed to work on self-love. And so I needed to work on self-love. I walked around through life feeling like I had to do and try to love myself more to be loved by someone, especially a man. I was so into this identity. Side note, when you're really enthralled in an identity, for good or for bad, we actually start making decisions and behaving and having feelings like that person we say we are. So I was so convinced that I was a woman who needed to learn to love herself that I actually built a career as the Latina Carrie Bradshaw. I became a columnist sharing all of my relationship fails and ups and downs, but mostly fails. Coined myself the Latina Carrie Bradshaw, and then soon, because I identified as that, everyone else did, and I built a successful career, thank you very much. But then I continued to write about these failures, which just reminded me that I needed to love myself more, and therefore continued to confirm who I was saying I was, a woman who didn't love herself and was still on a self-love journey. I loved being the Latina Carrie Bradshaw. That's who I wanted to be. That was the career I created from the identity of the woman who needed to find and chase love. Just like Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, right? I emulated her character because that's who I identified as. I saw myself as her, and I had my own Mr. Big. If I knew then what I know now, I would have turned it all around. I would have said, you know what? No, I'm not a Latina Carrie Bradshaw. I actually do love myself, and love is easy for me. Love is so easy for me. Love isn't about chasing. Men chase me. I'm worthy of being chased and loved and prioritized. But you know what? That was not my journey, and it's okay. And if you're watching this and you're like, okay, this is resonating. I'm kind of identifying as this person who's not lucky in love, or who always gets cheated on, or can never meet a guy, or a man's never interested in her enough, or I'm never committed to, I can actually change it around because I did change it around. So what I suggest is to really get clear on who you want to be. What woman do you want to be? What's your identity? I am the woman who loves herself so much that any man that comes into my life needs to pour into my already full cup. My cup has to run over. It's not empty anymore because I fill it with my own love for myself. And I keep saying that's who I am. And so my life is reflecting so much love. And it's not love that I need to prove to myself that I'm lovable. It's love that's pure and healthy that I'm creating from an authentic place of, damn, I deserve this. Because I do, and you do too.